Hello YouTube, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Lincoln's Bushcraft. Today I want to talk about steel. Okay, today's not going to be any demonstrations, nothing like that. Today's just more conversating. Give you guys my opinion on certain types of steel and just my opinion. Of course, everybody else has got their own opinions and what you've seen it. Stupid mosquitoes are they're driving me nuts. Anyways, I want to give you guys my opinion, okay? Because there's so many steels out there. It's unbelievable. And everybody's going to tell you, this is super steel. This is the greatest steel on the earth. Really what it boils down to is how good's the heat treatment. Because that right there is going to determine the edge retention. Obviously, certain steels you will have to touch up more often. Stain resistant. All it boils down also to personal preference. Just my opinion though. And personal preference, a knife maker. Because you can have A2 or CPM 3D or 01 or 1095 or 52100 or 1095 Crovan, just on and 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 on. There's so many steels. It's crazy. But let me show you guys a few examples. Okay. Now here's Bark River LT Right. Both of these are A2 steel. Okay. Genesis. Let me clean this up. Bravo Vortex. Now they feel pretty similar in the hand. This is a little more blocky. Obviously it's longer. But for some reason, I mean, look how thick the steel is comparison. And I don't know how Bark River does it, but somehow they're still super, super light. I don't know how. But they are both A2 steel. Some witchcraft going on over there at freaking Bark River. But LT Right, edge retention, unfreaking believable. I have never had any of his knives have my edges roll. This has chipped on me twice. And still one of my all-time favorite mid-size knives. Well, mid to large size. But the tip has chipped on me twice. So you can see it comes to a very, very fine point, and it used to be about that much longer. Anyways, so A2, amazing edge retention. Like I said, all boils down to heat treat. Now this, I don't have any comparison. I used to have the Kukri Necker by 710 Customs, which I ended up selling. And now I regret it, but I don't use Neckers that often. You know, I think they're cool, they're fun to carry around, but I don't really use them. So, anyways, 52100. I don't know what kind of, I mean, if this is super steel or if it's like 1095. I don't know. I don't know a lot about this steel. But this edge has never rolled on me. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. But heat treatment on these are amazing. Like I said, the edge has never rolled. It's never snapped. Never had any problems. 710 Customs puts out some super, super cool knives. So check them out. Okay. And also, this is my only laminated knife I own. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to pick it up or not. You can kind of see it on the tip, but it's got two different steels in it, which I think is pretty neat. I think this is S30V stainless. I haven't had this very long, so I can't really give too much. I mean, I've beat on it quite a bit. hit it with the ferro rod, all that. But I've only had this for maybe 3 weeks, so far though, it's really good. Now online, I looked up, and a lot of reviews, people say that it's, overly priced, but people are going to say that stupid crap all the time. Okay, now let's get down to 1070 steel, LT Wright Condor. A lot of people have issues with Condor. I've never had any issues. I've never had any of their stuff roll on me. These you will have to sharpen quite a bit. Besides, I don't know what he does, but this I don't have to sharpen nowhere near as much as this. And I have beat the living crap out of this thing. This little knife is about as basic as they come, and this thing just keeps on ticking. So, and the price value on these, that's the crazy part too. You will get a sheath with this. But this, I see online for about 60, 65 bucks, 75. And you see the difference in size. There you go, sun's right in the eyes. Still, LT Wright HC Bushcrafter. I would get one of these any day of the week before one of these, even though this is still, in my opinion, a very good knife. But way better heat treated. Okay, moving on. And like I said, these are a lot of just my opinions. Just the experience I've had with them, my opinion. I mean, you see the LT Wright head, I mean, I'm a fan. Just what it is. Okay. Next on the list, we are going to talk about 01 tool steel. Once again, LT Wright, GNS. Getting a glare right off that. There you go. Yeah, GNS 01 tool steel holds up phenomenal. Now this, in my opinion, is the best bushcraft steel there is for the money. And a lot of people are going to argue, I mean, like I said, it's just opinion. A lot of people are going to say 1095, a lot of people are going to say A2, but I personally like 01 tool steel the most. And same thing, black feather knives, black heart. This thing, I mean, you don't have to sharpen it as often. They take an edge very, very fast, and just all around great out in the bush. Okay, next on the list, speaking of which, mosquito got me good. 1095 high carbon steel. Okay, this is by Deercreekwilderness Outfitters. I designed it. Still don't have a name for it, but awesome. Just awesome, awesome, awesome knives. These, you will have sharpened just a little bit more than your 01 tool steel, A2. Besides this one, I've sharpened this thing twice in the last 3 months. And that's more just, I didn't really even need to. I just was bored. But Clinton's got this at a 61 Rockwell, I believe. 61, between 61 and 63, which is very, very hard. But his heat treatment is spot on. No rolls, no cracks, no nothing. Just amazing. This is one of those basic knives, basic kit knives. But yeah, 1095 just holds up just great. So, and these will be a little bit on the lower budget of them, but still a good bush knife. Okay, next I have on the list, and this is the only one besides kitchen knives I had, but 440 stainless steel. This thing has been put through the ringers probably more than any knife I own. This war knife is just one of those knives that just I got it and beat the crap out of it. But I like it. It feels really good, and I've had this thing now for about 5 years. I like it. This is the one I let my son carve with, so it's a good knife. Can't go wrong with the Mora. Okay. And, as again, all these I'm showing you now are ones I only have one of. Becker Series, BK7, 1095 Crovan. Now, most people swear by this, and I will swear by this too. This is amazing steel. This stuff is freaking just magical, pretty much. It's like they sprinkle fairy dust in this crap, man. I mean, I can't get this thing rolling. I have tried to break this thing like you guys will not believe. And it's got a little bend in it, but that's because I have beat the living junk out of this. You can kind of see it. If you guys seen what I did to this knife, I mean, you would just think I was an idiot. I was just curious. You know, 70, 80 bucks. I want to see what it would actually be put through. And K-Bar really needs to come up with a different sheet system for these, because this is the biggest pile of crap for a sheet. Look at this. Zero retention. Even if you don't snap that, it's gone. Okay, last on the list, Bark River CPM 3V Super Steel. Super. No, just CPM 3V. Once again, I've only had this knife for maybe a month. Traded a lot of my knives to get this thing too. But I've sharpened it once. And same thing, I have beat the crap out of this thing. Because I was really curious about the edge retention. Like I said, with this one, the tip snapped on me twice. And you can see in the vortex, and this is the Bravo 1, look at the difference. And this thing lost probably, I don't know, probably 3/8, almost a 1/4 inch, not 3/8, sorry, almost a 1/4 inch as came off the top of this. And still look how thin it is up there. Yeah. So anyways, what it boils down to, like I said, is how good's the heat treatment. Obviously, I mean, if the steel is good like this, I mean, it's the CPM 3V, and Bark River has got amazing heat treatment. So, like I said, I just had one bad one. But still, ever since I've touched this up, this thing has no issues. I mean, none. I just think the tip was just a little too thin. When I got online and checked it out, quite a few people said the exact same thing. But yeah, but since I got it down some, zero issues. And this A2 stays razor sharp for a long time, so their heat treatment's dead on. But yeah, this CPM 3V, I am really curious to see how long it goes before it's not, you know, hair popping sharp. Let's see. Yep. I mean, still sharp enough to shave with, so amazing. So, anyways, like I said, what it boils down to is heat treatment, personal preference, and what you're going to use a knife for. But if you guys like the video, I'm done rambling. If you guys like the video, hit the like button down here, or subscribe. So if you guys want to get more notifications on some of my boring videos, go ahead and subscribe. But besides that, guys, get out in the woods, enjoy life. Thanks for watching. God bless.